to not let go of that because they know how much money it made. So once that drops, that's where all Disney's attention is going.
Yeah, well, right now, like I say, because I know one of the guys that's directing not the next one to come out, but the one after on the Star Wars, and that's like Disney's really bet the house on that one. I
have an interesting Facebook page I'm going to send Bob. It's talking about Frozen here. It's a girl who does Frozen fantasy fairy tale parties, and she has no license to do these. And I want to know what your guys' opinion is on this, and I want to get the listeners' opinions on this because this is just something that has been, over-profiled and talked about in my area for far too long. So I'm just going to send Bob this link to get his opinion on it, and I'll get your opinion on it too. Maybe Bob can forward the link to you. Basically, she will charge over she will charge over $200 to come to your birthday party, and she will basically portray the Elsa character. And in my opinion, this is going a bit too far, and especially when you don't have a license, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, and I'll tell you, Disney are the Gestapo when it comes to copyright infringement, so I don't know how long she's been doing it. Couldn't have been very long.
2 years. Bob, if you get the link there, you can throw it up in the chat room and let people see this. This has really been annoying me for I don't know how long, and I've wanted to call Disney for so long on her, but I put it on the back burner, and I don't know how much longer I can do it. Because when I was trying to come up with topics to talk about for when I did eventually return on the radio, this was one that I wanted to raise. So since I'm here, I want to get your guys' opinion on this. It's so detailed that if ever a bomb was dropped on this girl, there is no way she would ever get out of it.
Yeah, because I personally know 2 schools that have been sued for having Disney characters painted on the walls by parents. So it's like...
Wow. I understand how children really like it, and I understand that she's trying to do something good for people. Yeah. But when you go to the extreme of doing an exact replica, turning yourself into an exact replica of Elsa, how far will you not go to get attention?
They're showing this here too, and I'm going to put this in the chat room too. The things that they are showing here is, you have people dressing up like Elsa. It is crazy, and Disney changed their Christmas parade, their Disney Parks Christmas parade, to be the Disney Parks Frozen Christmas, and that shocked me. That shocked the heck out of me. That was something that I would never want to see.
What do you think of that, Bob? Did you see that link there?
Yeah, I did. I put it in the chat room.
That is ridiculous. I know, like I said, no, I have nothing against these kids that do this, because I am a huge fan of stuff like that. But when you go to the extreme where you have no business license, which you have to pay for to get,
oh yeah,
and you go around and you portray and you call yourself Elsa, not referring to yourself as an impersonator of that character, that is where, it's kind of going a bit too far.
Yeah, I'm looking at that page right now, and I'm like, wow. How has she gotten away with this for so long?
I don't know. That's because I have never raised it, and I know that if I use my connections and call Disney, this is over. I want to know what you guys think I should do in the chat room. Do you think that we should put a call into Disney and put a stop to it?
And I'm going to say this strictly with my cold mercenary heart here. They overpay lawyers to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, but if we don't raise the issue, this is going to keep going on.
No. Hey, let them lose the money.
Okay, well, let's see what happens. I just wanted to raise it because, in my opinion, it's just
something you keep an eye on. But don't be shocked if in 3 to 6 months, maybe even a year, she may get away with another year or two. But eventually, they're going to turn around and say, hey, you owe us for this many years.
That blew my mind. When I first heard that story about this girl doing the Frozen stuff, I was like, oh my God, I got to tell the radio community about this. I have to tell the radio community about this because this is ridiculous. And I think that people intentionally told me because they knew that, I had connections with Disney. They knew that I had so many phone numbers and stuff. They probably just wanted to get my opinion on it. The girl is, I think, 19 or 20? And to plagiarize also like that is ridiculous. And I just think that, so many children out there are led on to believe certain things, and she's got them so convinced. It's ridiculous. And I just think that Disney needs to be aware of it, and I think that everybody else needs to be aware of how many people will use things that they didn't create themselves to achieve, publicity. And it's just ridiculous. And I would imagine there are more Disney characters out there portrayed like that, especially if you look like it. But it's just amazing how people will do stuff and get away with it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But like I said, they don't get away with it forever. Like I said, Disney legal staff will find out about it in their own time. Because, like I said, that's what they overpay the shysters for. Because they got crews that do nothing but go online and look at pictures of school and say, hey, there's Donald, there's Mickey, there's Goofy. Sue the hell out of them. Get them to take it down. That's their job, so...
Yeah, and I'll do the same
let them earn
thing.
their money.
When somebody starts plagiarizing The Most Attractive Man, let this be known. I am coming after you. I created that character. I'm not letting anybody... This is one thing that these people have inspired me to do. I am not letting anybody plagiarize my character.
You see, you may be the most attractive man, but I'm the prettiest guy in radio. I'm pretty scary,
okay.
I'm pretty threatening, and I'm pretty goddamn dangerous.
Well, I'll tell you what. That'll be our gimmick. What our gimmick will be is we'll call ourselves pretty attractive when we face J&J Security next year at WrestleMania.
Oh, Lord, you can't handle them on your own?
I can't handle. How am I supposed to take on them and Triple H
all I can think of
Kane
them
and Seth Rollins? How long do you think it would be before Seth Rollins would curb stomp me into the mat? I need backup. I need everybody on the Wacko Network. I need every fan listening to this show. The only weapon I have here is a ladder for some reason that I didn't notice that's in the hallway set up for some reason. Yeah. I'm starting.
Well, but, taking on J&J Security, anybody doing that, all I can think of is the trailer for the new Adam Sandler film where the guy says, don't tell anyone I just killed a Smurf.
So I'm putting together an arsenal of weaponry. I have my own ladder that's here in the corner. I'm trying to read what the developer's name of it was. Apparently there's a caution sign on it that says danger. I don't know if that's implying anything. I'll have to take that off before I bring that to WrestleMania with me next year. Just sizing up how good this ladder would be to use here, guys. The funny thing is, I didn't notice this ladder was set up when I came in here. I could have threatened Triple H earlier with a ladder.
Yeah, well, if Triple H ever got a nosebleed, all the blood would drain out of his body.
I hate his nose. His nose is the most awful thing ever. Yeah, and Lindsay Lohan is going back to jail. That doesn't surprise me. I'm sure it doesn't surprise any of you either.
Nope. Well, no, what does surprise me was the post she put out this weekend about fleeing to Austria or something, where she's got a friend where they don't have extradition for jaywalking tickets.
Lindsay Lohan just doesn't know how to stay out of trouble.
It's always Lindsay Lohan and her dad, Lindsay Lohan and her friend, Lindsay Lohan and this one, Lindsay Lohan and that one. Come on. I never thought this morning I'd be up at 8 o'clock in the morning talking about Lindsay Lohan.
Well, there you go.
I decided to make an appearance.
There's another
you guys.
Disney train wreck for you. Disney's notorious for train wrecks. Yeah,
Oh, that's
ever
correct.
since Walt died, all they produce is train wrecks.
I was about to say that too. I mean, after Walt's passing, I just think, well, would Walt have even? I think he would have put together the Disney Channel, but I just don't know if he would have done it in this way.
The way that they did.
Way that, yeah, I know. I don't think he would have wanted to put out original TV shows like that because I don't. I know that he was bigger on animation more than anything else, and
he did crank out a hell of a lot of live action. Everything from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea on out to all the Flubber movies with Fred MacMurray, That Darn Cat, the Shaggy DA, all the stuff he did with Dean Jones, the films he did with Kurt Russell.
What I want to know, too, is how come Scooby-Doo's favorite wrestler is Sin Cara? How come it wasn't Jonathan Clarke? Like, I saw Scooby-Doo's WrestleMania Mystery the other day for the first time. I know it's been out a year, but I don't really have time to watch any of this anymore. So I sat down the other day. I said, what the hell? Why did I watch Scooby-Doo's WrestleMania Mystery for kicks?